Hi,
Hi,
Lee. How are you?
I'm good.
So, can you tell us about yourself? Amazing. You've been in the industry for 40 years, writing and producing TV sitcoms.
Right. I got into it back in the late 70s out here trying to become a stand up comic. And I got an opportunity to write a script for a show called The Love Boat. I actually didn't even submit a script, I pitched an idea.
Okay.
I wrote a scene for somebody that I knew who was a writer
Okay.
on The Love Boat. And he asked me, because he saw my stand up and he thought I was funny. And he said, "Have you ever considered writing?" And I said, "No, no, I hate writing. It's horrible. It's work. I don't like it." Then he told me what they were paying writers. And I said, "You know what? On the other hand, I'll give it a shot." And he said, "Try and write a scene."
Right.
And I did. And he said, "Yeah, you can write. Now come up with a story."
Uh huh.
And that was the tough part. It was like months. I would call him once or twice a week and I'd pitch him stories. And I finally came up with something that he liked. He took me in, we pitched it to the producers, and they gave me the assignment to write the script. And they read the script and said, "Wow, we like how you write. Do you want to do another one?" They gave me another assignment and then they hired me on staff. And I was like, yeah. So I ended up writing like 28 Love Boat segments. Before I knew it, I was a television writer. It's not the way most people break into the business, but that's the way it happened with me.
You are really lucky.
I was very lucky. Yeah.
Amazing. And after that, you did,
After that, I did a lot of shows. I did Who's the Boss? I did Charles in Charge. I did Sybil, Grace Under Fire, Murphy Brown. And then I was lucky enough to co-create Two and a Half Men with Chuck Lorre. And he also asked me to help him run Big Bang Theory.
okay,
And those are the last two shows that I did.
amazing show.
Yeah.
So, you were on there for, that show ran for how many years?
Two and a Half Men ran for 12 years. I did 9 of them, the first 9.
Okay.
Big Bang Theory, is still on the air, but I did the first 4 years of that. Concurrently, I was doing both shows at one time.
So, most of them are comedy
Yeah.
shows, right? So, are you a funny person?
Am I a funny person? Only when they laugh.
I think you are funny. You always make me laugh.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. So you wanted to become a comedian first, and just happened to now be in the industry. And you start writing and
Yeah.
producing. Is there anything else that you wanted to do that you haven't done?
So I'd like to do more directing. I started directing episodes of Two and a Half Men.
Okay.
And since I stepped back from television, I directed a documentary film and I've directed some short comedies.
Amazing.
But I'd like to do something a little larger scale.
Do you like Asian food?
I do. I do. I love sushi. I love.
Oh, in fact, I brought you some sushi.
You did?
Yes, but we have to see if you can hold your chopstick right.
Okay.
Yes, so
Well, I can hold them. I don't know if it's right.
it's fish. Okay, try it. Let's see. Okay, that's correct. That's the right way to do it. And it's a huge one. Is it good? It's like my favorite sushi place. It's really good, right? That's the right way to do it. You're better than I am. Yeah. Well, I have a book for you. I have a gift. I have a gift for you.
Oh, Marcus.
This is a book. It's called Journey to Rainbow Island.
Wow.
And I know you're also teaching.
For a couple of years, I've done a little class. Young actors who are also interested in writing
Okay.
and are interested in comedy. We have a small class where we develop ideas
Okay.
for short scenes, actually. And then we write them the same way we would write on a sitcom in a room, what we call gang writing.
Okay.
So everybody participates in the writing. And then we cast the scenes and we rehearse the scenes. And occasionally, if we like them enough, we'll shoot the scene. And it's just a good look at the entire creative process from idea to finished film.
Do you act?
I've done a little bit of acting in my life, but I'm not an actor. I'm too self-conscious. I'm too much in my head. Actors really have to be able to just let go and become somebody else. I have a hard enough time being me, let alone being somebody else.
Are you shy? I don't think you're shy.
I am very shy. I'm extroverted, but I'm shy.
You're shy.
Shy extrovert.
Let's go back to the studio. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to know, since you've been working for so long,
Mhm.
studio. Is there any challenges that you've encountered?
Well, they're all the odds are always, 90 to 1 against anything. So, either you have to be talented and you have to be lucky. There's a lot of talented people who haven't been lucky.
Right.
There's also a lot of lucky people who haven't been talented.
That's true.
So, I don't know where I fall on that scale.
Both, I think.
I like to think I got a lot of luck and just enough talent to get me by.
And you're too humble.
But, in terms of the whole process is about convincing other people
Yes.
to sign on to your vision,
Right.
which is always tough because everybody's got their own vision,
Right.
especially executives, studio executives, network executives. They've got vision, but they don't have the ability to execute the vision.
Mm.
So they need people like
Like you.
me to execute. And sometimes
Mhm.
their vision isn't that great to begin with.
And how do you kind of
Well, that's the thing. That's the challenge is you've got to keep when you're working in network television, especially, there's a lot of people you have to keep happy while hopefully keeping yourself happy too. I've been on a lot of shows which, uh, it was completely about keeping the network happy or keeping a star happy and
Right.
knowing that the show was not what it could be.
Mhm, mhm. And a lot of politics,
Yeah, a lot of
sure.
politics, yeah. I'm not good at politics.
'Cause you're real.
I don't have a filter. I retired from television, in 2015. I did the last episode of 2.5 Minutes.
Yeah. Tell us about your film.
It's a music documentary.
Okay,
It's called 40 Years in the Making, The Magic Music Movie.
okay.
You can learn all about it at www.magicmusicmovie.com. And it opens in New York on August 3rd, and it opens in LA on August 10th.
Okay.
And then there'll be other cities that they'll also.
Amazing, amazing. And you this is the one you directed it.
Yes.
Amazing. Go see it, guys. Okay, so do you have any advice to people who want to study film and they want to work in studio?
It's tough. I mean, it's gotta be something that you love doing because there's no guarantees.
Right.
Um,
Do you tell that to your students too?
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely, and I will tell you this from experience, it's not something I believed when I was younger, but success doesn't really fix anything or change anything. I mean, it is actually sometimes it's more depressing when you get what you think you want, you know? So my best advice is if you don't enjoy the journey, you're not gonna enjoy the destination. I can promise you that.
True. A lot of people just want to get there.
Yeah, and what you find out is there's no real there to get to, no matter how successful you get. There's always gonna be somebody more successful, and the more you have, the more you have to lose, so the more you're scared of losing it, it really is, it's a trap,
It's
and
a trap, yeah.
it is, and that's why, so many very famous, brilliant, talented people find out
It's not.
that's what it is.
Right.
I thought it was gonna fix me. I thought it was gonna make me happy, and it doesn't. Money doesn't make you happy, and success doesn't make you happy.
Right. So, okay, so once you get there, do people want to get up more or do more?
Well, it depends on what your mindset is. If you've got the mindset that it's never enough, then you just keep
Keep going.
going and going. I was able to look at where I was and said, "You know what? This is enough.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop and do something else."